one of the worst maritime disasters in history. 4 hours after setting sail, the ship struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean. Within 2 hours and 40 minutes, it was sunk, gone beneath the ice-cold waves. Most of the passengers and crew on board perished in the tragedy. And if not for a couple of heroes, it may have been much, much worse. Who are these heroes? The Titanic's two telegraphists, Jack Phillips and his junior operator, Harold Bride. Telegraphist was quite the important job aboard the ship. They were responsible for all the wireless communication from the Titanic to other ships and hubs on the mainland. This meant they were sending plenty of important navigational notes from ship to ship, but they were sending even more messages from wealthy passengers to friends and family back home. Why? Well, back in those days, wireless radio was a new and popular way to communicate. Think of it kind of like the text message of the early 1900s. But unlike today, people didn't have devices in their pocket that could shoot messages back and forth. So it was up to the ship's wireless radio operators to handle every single one. As you might imagine, it was hectic work. Phillips and Bride spent almost all of their time hastily transmitting messages back and forth for the richest passengers, while also keeping their eyes out for messages from other ships. On the night of the disaster that would prove to be a problem of, well, Titanic proportions, less than an hour before the accident, a nearby ship named the SS Californian radioed to say they'd encountered thick fields of ice. But with so many passengers sending and receiving messages that night, Jack Phillips actually got annoyed with the Californian's message and sent back a now infamous response. "Shut up!" Whoops. Now, it's easy to blame Jack for ignoring the call, but it's not all his fault. The Californian didn't start the message with MSG, or Master's Servicegram. It was code that marked the message as urgent. It meant that the ship's captain had to respond themselves directly. Since it wasn't marked as high priority, it wasn't unreasonable for Jack Phillips to disregard it and focus on the endless stream of incoming and outgoing notes